Hey guys, welcome along to this HIIT workout with myself. If you've not met before, my name's Dave Cross and I'm the Group Exercise Program Manager and Master Trainer for PureGym. So today's session, high intensity interval training, body weight work only, so no kit needed, just a little bit of space. We're going to be working in durations of up to 90 seconds at a time, but with a good bit of rest after that to make sure that you get fueled, ready to hit it hard again. No pun intended. So of course we're going to get warm, so make sure that you've got a little bit of space, like I said. You're fit, you're well, you're healthy, and you're ready to roll. Any modifications that are necessary, please feel free to take them. I'll give you lots of options throughout because this workout at times will be pretty intense and there will be a little bit of jumping around. So completely up to you whether you take that or not. And if you've got the ability to or the space, then please take those options if necessary. You've got some decent footwear on, you've got a bottle of water, towel, and some blue towel to wipe your floor halfway through if necessary. But other than that, we're going to get our bodies warm. So I'm cranking up the sounds. Let's take this track back. Let's get it on. Activity trackers beginning. 30 minutes begins. So when you're ready, it's just a nice light jog. So let's get things kicked off. Let's get things started. You can take this as light as you want, as fast or as slow as you want. Just want to get your body pumping some blood around it. Kick up the heels a little. Warm up the back of the legs. Or you can march. Just march at a bit of pace. Suck in that fresh air. Now brace your abs. So I want to work some hard knocks, right? Yes. Yes. All right, a good old fashioned squat. Take your feet wide, down and up at your own pace. So you're sitting hips down and back. Shoulders stay back, chest up. The knees are going to track out in line with your toes. You can again go as fast or as slow as you want with this. And then when you can, take it from a squat to a squat lunge. Let's roll. And again, your own pace. I'm not too fussed right now on range. This is more about getting your legs warm, getting you breathing a little faster, get you feeling good. Couple more times. All right, come down to the ground. Easy mountain climber. Hands on the shoulders and tap one foot, other foot. So a nice light movement. Knee comes forward toward the hands. Abs are braced. Or stay on your knees and go wide. The knee can circle round. 4, 3, 2, knees down, hands wide, smooth push-up. Again, your own speed, but I'd like to just prioritize good range in this movement so the chest gets a little closer to the floor. You'll be spending some time in a movement similar to this throughout the workout. All right, back up onto your feet, back to the jog. Okay, we're already a good few minutes in, 2.5 minutes to be precise. So if you feel good, now lift the knees. So there's going to be mixtures of work today, upper body, lower body, core, but everything really that we're going to try to do, we're going to do it as fast as we can, but still moving safely and effectively. Back to the heel flick. All right, let's gain a little bit of pace. We're almost time to get our first block of work done. 5 seconds, and we can make a start. All right, stop. So, warm up done. That's got you a little bit out of breath, which is good. It's got me going. Heart rate's lifted, and your body's now feeling warm. Muscles in the legs, upper body, everything's ready to roll. So, here's what we're going to do. Your first 2 rounds of work are going to be 1 minute of one move. So all you need to think about is 60 seconds of training. I'll get my timers up. 60-second timer is there. Now, I'll push play in a moment. Here's minute number 1. Straight into the big things. So we're gonna hit 2 jump lunges, 1 squat jump. All of that continuously for 1 minute. Now, of course, if impact is not for you, then 2 quick lunges and 1 squat or a little heel lift. Jump however many times you can, as much as you want to, but ideally, it's about trying to create intensity with a bit of impact. But again, if that impact's not for you, then don't panic, as long as you're moving quick. Deal? So 1 minute, starting in 10 seconds. 2 jump lunges, 1 squat jump. Take out any time that you need to, but it's only 60 seconds. Let's do it. 2 jump lunge, 1 squat jump. 1, 2, down, up, down. Now, if you prefer, you can just hit the jump lunge and a squat heel raise, if that gets a little too much for you. But this is designed to get a great challenge for the heart and the lungs. And get those legs fired up, ready for the rest of the day. Or they might become useless for the rest of the day. We've got 20 seconds left. Again, take out those options. Whatever you're gonna need, try to move quick. Your choice. Ha! And that's time, good. All right, that's your first minute done. Let me reset that. And we're gonna hit it again, but with a different movement. Now, while I explain this to you, let me turn my music down. This one is a ladder. So we've got another 30 to 40 seconds before we start. This ladder is a burpee ladder. So, a burpee position, feet slightly wider than your hips. You're gonna drop down by bending your knees, hands to floor, and jump your feet back. Ladder 1, so the first time you do that, jack your feet out and in 1 time. Come back in and rise. You can jump or you can stay on the floor. Second time you do it, ladder, jack twice, then come up. Third time you hit the burpee, 3 jacks, 4 jacks. Climb as high as you can inside that 1 minute. Deal? I think so. All right, 10 seconds. You'll hear the counter to start, and you'll wait for me to tell you to stop. Burpee, 1 jack. Let's go. 2 jacks. Or if you're walking your feet, you can still walk back and do your jacks. So you're climbing from 1 jack to 2 jacks to 3 jacks. And on the jack, push your shoulders forward and brace your abs. And what's really important for the burpee is you're going to try and plant your feet wide. Ground your heels and keep your chest up. Then when you rise, you're ready to drop again. What number are you on? Some of you might be on 5, maybe 6, or even 7 jacks. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Ha. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Good work. Now, for now, down goes the timer again, down goes the volume, and in comes a new work to rest ratio. So at the start of the workout, I mentioned that you're going to be training for up to 90 seconds at a time. That's where this starts. So it's 90 seconds of work, followed by a 30-second rest. However, inside your 90 seconds, we're going to break it down a bit like a drop set, in that we're going to start at the most intense movement for 30 seconds, then slightly regress the movement and then regress it again. So 30, 30, 30 before we completely stop. And the purpose of that is so that we can continue to train hard as opposed to having to actually stop at any point. But I'd like you to measure the success of this workout by how many times you feel like you have to stop, or at least dial down. Because if you can get through this flat out the whole way through, then something needs to be tweaked so that it is challenging you. Cool? Yeah, of course. Okay, so your first 30 seconds, and I'll always tell you a few seconds in advance as to what the next movement's going to be. But your first 30-second movement is a squat tap. Now, you're going to alternate the hand that reaches toward the floor, drop, jump and tap the feet, or jump in. But you're going to try and alternate the reaching arm down toward the floor. You don't have to touch the floor. I'd prefer it if the posture is higher and you reach down lower. Good? I think so. I think so. Up comes the volume. 10 seconds and we're starting. Alternating squat, tap. Let's go. Now you might not like jumping, and we've done a fair bit of it so far today. So again, if you prefer, jack your feet in. But if you are jumping, keep your chest up, land soft, and try to tap your feet in. You've got another 15 seconds. Move number 2, keep going. Move number 2 is 2 squats, 1 jump with a butt kick, heels to butt, or jump back in again. 1, 2, butt kick. 1, 2, butt kick. So you're going to try and flex at the knee loads to kick your own backside. So we're going to work the hamstrings now. 1, 2, kick. You don't have to jump high as long as you can flex at the knee quick. You've got 10 seconds. Move number 3 is a wide to narrow low squat pulse. Ready? Go. Again, if you prefer to not jump, just go wide to narrow, but stay in that low position. You get a full 30-second rest in 15 seconds. Come on, hold on. Hold on. Final 5. 30 seconds rest, well done. Come down to the floor. Little towel down. Wow. Already 10 minutes of work in. Another 15 seconds rest. We're now moving to the upper body. Do you remember the warm-up? We hit the push-up. This time, it's 1 push-up, knee tap, down, up, tap. You can do that on your knees if necessary. Go. If it helps you gain speed, knees on the floor is a must. But try to make sure that your chest is still dropping in line with your elbows. In 15 seconds, we're going to lose the push-up entirely. Hands are slightly wider than your shoulders. Listen, hands under shoulders, hold, and just tap the knee. Go. It's that quick tap, but trying to balance your hips and your shoulders really still. You don't have to move slow, because the slower you go, actually the harder this may be. So try to quickly tap the opposite knee. 10 seconds. Your next move, knees down if it's absolutely necessary, and tap your shoulders. Go. Now the knees are on the floor if your shoulders are starting to give way, if you're exhausting, or if your hips are starting to drop. Alternatively, yeah, get on your toes. 15 seconds. 3. Whoo. Nice, 30 seconds rest. It's a big ask. I know. Ah, that sweat is coming. On your feet, please. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Jump lunges. 5 seconds. Right and left. Right and left. Ready? Go. Again, if you're not going for impact, I'm going to try and get you to go quick here, or you can stay taller in a shuffle. But you don't know the next move yet, do you? Stay tall, shoulders are back. Step when you start to recover. Next move, scissor shuffle, one lunge. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Leg heaven. Short, short, long. Short, short, long. Here you go. 5 seconds. Your third and final move for this block is a low, quick tap back. Go. Stay loaded. Stay loaded. It's almost like a half holding position. You don't need to drop back much. It's just enough to bend the knees a little. 8 seconds. Can you hear me breathing? It's a good thing. When you hear me stop, that's the bad part. Good. Hit the floor. Ouch, right? A bolt push-up. So you're going to place your hands just slightly wider than your shoulders. Knees under hips, toes dig into the floor. Now you're going to do this. Hover the knees, sit back, come forward and drop the chest. Sit back, come forward, drop the chest. Go. Now when you come back, you can of course allow the knees to touch the floor if it helps you get through this movement. But try to use a bit of momentum when you come forward to fall down toward the floor to then drive back up. Next move, 2 sit backs, 1, 2, and plank. Go. 1, 2, plank. So no push up, but there's still a heavy and huge demand for the upper body and your core to just hold you still. So from the back of the bolt, drive forward, but use your core and your shoulders to help you stop yourself from falling to the floor. 5 seconds. Last part. In a bear crawl position, extend your legs in and out. Go. Quick feet. Quick feet. When you need to, touch down, recover. You can even hold the knees on the floor and just extend back down, but lightly tap. Come on, 10 seconds. Good recovery coming your way after this. 3. Nice. Ouch. Pause that there for a moment. All done. All right. That's just over your halfway point right there. So that's your 4 blocks of 90 seconds. That's taught you everything you need to know. Take the next 90 seconds to rest, breathe, whilst you maybe towel down your floor, get a little sip of water, do what you need to do, try and recoup slightly. Superb job so far, team. Yes. Okay. So, like I said, we use the first part to learn everything. So now we're going to excel in everything. So we do all those moves again, but now we know how to do them well. We're going to try and do them faster. There's a greater demand, that's not done anything, has it? There's a greater demand on the body because now you're already slightly fatigued, if not very fatigued. But hey, we've only got, so we're 20 minutes in, we've only got another 10 minutes of work left. And a part of that includes a bit of a stretch, so banging, absolutely banging. Okay, ready to go again. Music. 40 seconds. Suck in some air. So that first move that you did as a part of your 4 blocks of 90 seconds, the squat tap. So drop the floor and then jump in and tap your feet if you can. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. I'll just push start on that. The beeps will give us a countdown to start. Drop, squat, tap. Alternate the reaching arm. Go. Now, don't jump high. Move fast. Again, you don't have to touch the floor. Try not to rest the hand on the thigh. Stay taller. Knees bend. And then burst out of the floor. But try to focus on landing softly so that you bend your knees nicely and you absorb that movement into the glutes and your core. Shoulders are going to stay back. Stay tall. Now you do your 2 squat pulses and your butt kick. And if the kick's too much, you can always take a single leg so you don't jump, but you still work the hamstrings. So you're still trying to curl and bend at the knee to try to work the back of the legs. Wide to narrow squat. On the wide, turn out your toes. On the narrow, push everything forwards as you sit the hips back. Or walk wide and narrow, but stay low. Stay low, chest up. That's it. 10 seconds. What a killer. Good, rest. 30 seconds rest and we hit the floor. Push up, knee tap. Woo. 15 seconds. You good? Are you good, team? Show me some love. You know this music by now, don't you? Push up, knee tap. Now your push up, keep moving whilst you're listening. Your push up, you're trying to lower your chest, not your chin. So tuck in the chin slightly and get the chest bone closer to the floor. So you've got to open thoroughly through the upper body to allow the chest to drop. And if it's necessary, like I said, knees can be on the floor to help you lower more. Just the knee tap, hands under shoulders. Or knees down. And if it's easier or you prefer it from a movement point of view, swing the knee round, just like you did in the warm-up. But like I said at the start, I'm trying to encourage you to move at pace so the intensity stays high, the overall energy stays high, as does your fitness and the calorie burn. Now, knees down, tap the opposite shoulder quick. Because you wouldn't tap the same shoulder, would you? Well, you could, but don't. Super quick, quick as you can, but without casting your movement from side to side. Hold strong. 5 seconds. Nice. You know it's enough when you're looking forward to that first beep and you can't help but stop when you hear that first beep. Jump lunge. So the jump lunge or the fast step back, but remember that that's also our last move. Go. And it's always good to keep a handy towel. Back knee bends to drop your body closer to the floor. Front thigh tries to get parallel to the ground, but being super low means you're loading the muscles loads. 10 seconds. Remember move 2. It's the fast, fast, slow. So a quick shuffle and then a long, low lunge. Go. Yes. Should be biting you pretty hard now. Not just that little nibble. Not full on bite. For the full burnout, last 30 seconds. Low, fast tap. Hands can stay on the hips if you prefer. I like to move my arms as I naturally would run. But I know I don't run backwards, but you know, you get the idea. Opposite arm comes forward. 8 seconds, accelerate. Last 90 seconds. To the floor, team. To the floor. Bolt push-up. Keep the knees on the ground if you want to go faster. Have your knees off the floor if you want to work your chest and your core more. It may slow you down, but each one's a winner. I really love how from the sit back you drive forward and immediately lower. But again, if it's needed, knees contact the floor the whole time. Hands forward to straighten the arms. Lower, sit back. Whatever you're doing, do it faster. Now, 2 sit back, 1 plank. Go. Try and do this off your knees. So you're on your toes. Drive forward and pulse. So that drive forward, lock. 10 seconds. Bear crawl. Knees in, feet out. Knees in, feet out, or knees on the floor as they come in, and then walk out, legs straight. Floor, up. Floor, up. When you need to, sit back. Couple of seconds. Suck in some air. We're going again. You're so close to the finish line. In fact, you're 8 seconds away from the finish line. The time. Oh. Well done. Well done. Let's lower that volume a little. Nice work. Hey, don't go anywhere yet. Don't go anywhere yet. We're almost finished. Almost. That's past, that's 30 minutes in. Sort it out. Okay, 1 more minute of work. No more burpees, no more jumping, no more lunges, no more push-ups. We're going to work on core and glutes just for 1 minute. So similar to how we did at the start where you did your lunge, squat, jump. For 1 minute, you're just going to try and do as many sets as you can. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to hit a triple C crunch, reaching the shoulders off the floor, then touch the feet down for a triple pulse hip bridge. All right, so it's 3, 2, 1, touch down, 3, 2, 1. The hip bridge, you lift your hips up nice and high, squeeze your glutes, these bits, and also your lower and your mid back. So everything's drawing together to try and get your ribs and your chest bone up. Got it? Got it. So for 1 minute, it's 3 and 3. Starting in 10 seconds. You probably can't see that. 8, 7. Triple C crunch. Go. Triple bridge. Ribs to hips. Hips to ceiling. Tuck in your chin and squeeze your shoulder blades together. This isn't necessarily about going as fast as you can, although I am trying to get more reps in. Move well and squeeze the muscles that you know you're trying to work. So here it's glutes, lower mid back. Here it's upper and lower abdominals. 30 seconds. And you might find that you start to crawl a little further away from your TV or your phone. Because every time you put your feet down, you just put them that little closer to your hips, don't you? 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Awesome work. Nice. Time up, reset. Volume down again. Let's breathe. Shall I give you something nicer to cool down to? No, there's nothing here. Nah. All right. So from here, let's get a quick stretch. Hamstrings can go first. One leg in the air. Hold the back of the calf or the back of the hamstring to just pull towards you. Doesn't have to be too deep or for too long. And just make it a quick change to the other leg. That worked. That worked. Touch down. Roll yourself up. And come onto your front. Knees on the floor. Take one leg forwards. We've done a lot of lunge patterns and movements today, so it's important that you push your hips forwards. Yeah. It's at the end of a workout where you kind of lose the plot a little bit. Not too sure where you are, what day it is, but we're getting there. Change legs. Who's with me on that one? You wake up wondering what day it is. Is it the weekend yet? Or is the weekend any different to the week? But we're all still here, right? We're all still going. Staying strong, training together. Come up to your feet slowly. Pick up one foot. A quick stretch for your quads. Lengthen the thighs as you lift your chest. Quick switch. And that's training for, a little over 30 minutes. Superb job today. Shake our arms, open your chest, stretch your chest. Hopefully you feel good now. And in about 30 minutes time, you might be prepared to do all that again, eh? Who knows? But make sure you hydrate. Reach forwards, upper back stretch. Hydrate, refuel. Rest, just as importantly as your work. Oh. All right, shake out, roll your shoulders. And that's your HIIT workout from myself done today, guys. Thank you so much again for joining me. Take care. Remember to jump onto the app if you need any more workouts. But until I see you again next, take